restriction for 5 months already. This is the first time I saw a police is that kind of friendly to a foreigner. Okay. But my question is, do you think the Hong Kong government are trying to be very friendly to make a propaganda or make an illusion for you guys to think Hong Kong is still very peaceful, you still have democracy, you guys can still vote? Do you think they're trying to do that kind of fake stuff to you guys to misinterpret what is going on in Hong Kong? Thank you.
Take the other question as well. Gentleman there.
Thanks for their efforts and insights. It's Paul from the Epoch Times New York office. Our newspaper a few weeks ago was one of the only 2 major newspapers not to run a full-page paid political advert condemning the protesters. And subsequently, maybe 1 week later, 4 masked men broke into our printing shop and set fire to the printing shop and almost burned it down. And what I wanted to ask was intimidation and abuse of the media within your oversight? And if it was, did you find any irregularities in that area?
Lord Alton, would you like to take that? Well, there are 2 questions there. So the first one is, do I think that the Hong Kong authorities ran yesterday as a propaganda exercise to fool foreigners? Well, they did a pretty good job then in that case, because when you look at the extraordinary turnout and the way that people conducted themselves, look, just think back a few days ago, who was it who called for peace and for order to take place on the day of the elections? It was the pro-democracy campaigners. It wasn't the Hong Kong government. In fact, in many ways, they would have quite liked to have seen disorder so that they could have cancelled the elections, or even halfway through voting yesterday, if there had been violence on the streets, stop the voting from continuing, especially when they might have started to see which way the poll was going. So I think it's exactly the opposite of what you've described, and I think this is a great propaganda victory for the people of Hong Kong. The second question was specifically about the Epoch Times. I've written a little bit about that myself. And the point I made is not within the mandate, obviously, of our observations about the election to talk specifically about the attack on your printing press. But it certainly was part of our remit to look at the issue of free speech. And one thing we picked up from one of the candidates that we spoke to yesterday was the fear of saying more controversial things during the campaign which might have excited violence or antagonism against him. So I think that people were self-controlling themselves in what they could say for that reason. And that isn't a good place to be. So I would make one observation about this, which is that Article 19 of the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights says that there must be freedom of expression, freedom of information, that media, press must have the opportunity to transmit information and for people to be able to inform their opinions as a consequence. And I can see that not just Article 19, but many other articles in the 30 articles in the UDHR certainly are violated in many parts of Asia, and they have been under increasingly tough attack in parts of Hong Kong, and I think that people must be very alive to that and defend these fundamental freedoms. I'm going to may as well just drift into the previous question by saying one thing about the 2 contested visions of society that I think that we're seeing that these elections also represented, because when we hear complaints about outside interference, well, we were invited here by civil society organisations in Hong Kong. We didn't come of our own volition. We were invited to come and observe, and we've tried to do that honestly and openly. But ultimately, it was down to the people of Hong Kong how they conducted the elections, whether they participated in them, and they've given their answer to that. I think it's Beijing that needs to ask itself some questions about, as it were, outside interference. When you look at the revelations made this week by the first very high-ranking defector, who defected in Australia, who's talked about the infiltration of institutions, academic institutions in universities around the world. When you think about surveillance technology, some of it being sold into the United Kingdom, for instance, by the very people who have provided it in the camps in Xinjiang. When you think about Belt and Road and the indebtedness of so many developing countries, you could say that this is outside interference too. We've all got to live on the same planet, and we need to find ways of coexisting and living alongside one another. So there are two contested views. One is autocracy, and that's one party, one system. And the other one is democracy, which in a modified form is two systems in one country. And all of us here believe in the unity of the country. We want harmony for the whole country. We want peace and we want progress and we want reform. So we're not here to try and divide, quite the reverse. We want to see genuine unity, but the contested view for the future is that we don't think that can be achieved through autocracy. We do believe it can be achieved through democracy, and that will be based on the rule of law and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and a passion for democracy and things like free speech. And when authoritarians and totalitarians find it necessary to come and firebomb the printing presses of epoch times, that tells you all you need to know about those two contested visions.
Now, we also have 14 other members of the mission that are on the floor there, so I would like to pass the mic to them to actually make comments and address some of the questions, perhaps.
Thank you very much. My name is, I'll stand up. My name is Vicky Dunn. I'm a member of the Legislative Assembly for the Australian Capital Territory, a subnational parliament in Australia, and I am an 18-year veteran of parliamentary service. I want to pay my respects to these groups who have organised our visit here and pay tribute to the enthusiasm and professionalism that I've experienced with this very diverse group of people that I've worked with over the past weekend, and I thank you for your contribution and commitment to democracy. I'm here because I am a committed Democrat, and I am committed to orderly elections and great election processes. I can only echo the words of Lord Alton, that what we witnessed yesterday was an orderly election. I must admit that I came here personally with some trepidation that our presence could be considered divisive, but wherever we went yesterday, we were thanked and very warmly welcomed by people in the street, and it was a very uplifting experience, and I think that it is a testament to the thirst for freedom and democracy that the people of Hong Kong have demonstrated overnight, and the election result is a clear message that the people in Hong Kong want a better manifestation of their autonomy within the system that they have been living under since 1987, and I hope that I can help to contribute in a very small way to the increase of the democratic process in Hong Kong.
Hi, I'm Luke from the United Kingdom. I really have nothing to add to what's been said. I think it's been an extremely comprehensive overview of our few days here. I think the only thing I would want to say and underline is that it was the largest democratic exercise in this city's history. This is a great triumph, and it comes after a long period of disquiet, which has affected the people of the city very deeply, but beyond, we've all felt it, which is why we're here. I think I would echo what everybody on the panel has said. This presents a unique opportunity to draw all of this to a close. There is now a window, and we hope that that window is taken. So I think if we have a message from our campaigners in the UK, including those who can't be here because they're not allowed in, and I particularly mention Ben Rogers, who's done so much in the campaign for Hong Kong and on behalf of Hong Kong, but who is not allowed to be here with us, very unfortunately. To all of those people in the UK, this has been a wonderfully encouraging exercise, and we're in awe of the people of Hong Kong.
Hi, my name is Sile Eholm. I'm a member of the Liberal Alliance youth organization from Denmark. First of all, I'm also, like Vicky said, a Democrat. And as a student from Denmark, I think it's very important to be here and especially support the youth movement and the fight for democracy and freedom. I don't think I have anything else to add other than it's very important that we internationally stand together and support the fight for freedom and stand in Hong Kong.
My name is Signe River, and I'm the president of the Liberal Alliance Youth in Denmark as well. And it has been such a pleasure to be here, and I'm thankful for the invitation. I think it's important in Western countries, in Denmark as well, that we support universal values that we have built our societies upon in Europe, in the Western world, and in Denmark as well. That is why I am here, and that is why I support Hong Kong and the fight for freedom. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Marlene, and I'm the head of the secretary in Liberal Alliance Youth in Denmark. I would just like to say thank you for the invite to be here and for the opportunity. It has been a pleasure, and I would like to agree with all the others what have been said. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
My name is Christopher. I'm the Vice President of the Liberal Youth in Sweden. And first of all, I would like to extend my thanks for being invited here and take part in this election and observe it. And I would also like to stress the importance of freedom of speech in this country, and especially for candidates in a political election.
Thank you very much. I'm also from the Liberal Youth in Sweden, and I'm the international officer. And first of all, thank you very much for receiving us here in Hong Kong. It's been a great experience to be here. And I would like to stress the hunger we have seen from the Hong Kong people for democracy. I think there is really sends a signal that, as you also said in the panel, that Hong Kong has hunger for more democracy, not less. And I hope this will continue. Thank you.
My name is Emmy Stilaris, and I'm also from the Liberal Youth of Sweden. First of all, I want to say a big thank you for welcoming us here. It's been a wonderful trip, and thank you for everyone who has organized it. You're doing a really good and important job. But mostly, I want to say thank you for all the people who are fighting for democracy and freedom in Hong Kong. It's something we from Sweden is guaranteed every day, and I think it's easy to forget how hard it can be for some people. So thank you for reminding us, and I hope that we will be able to support you in your fight. Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, hello, my name is Simona Moromson, and I'm a Liberal politician from Sweden. And I would like to maybe start off with what the gentleman asked about us talking to the police yesterday outside polling you. Yeah, of course it's different when we come here. And we come and we have badges that show that we're international observant. They will treat us differently, and we have seen it also late night yesterday at one of the polling stations. And to be really frank, it's about many of us are politicians. We never need to risk our lives for doing politics. We never need to risk our family's safety or even our contact with our families for the politics that we will drive for. So I think we're not just observants here, we also need to carry what we've seen, and we need to act on what we've seen. So we actually do something about it, because it's 2019 and the biggest threat is China to the society and to the democracy, and that is something that we need to carry with us. But a big thank you for the organizers for giving us the opportunity to actually carry this and act on it.
Thank you. My name is Andrew Koo. I come from Malaysia. And as some of you will know, 18 months ago, just over 18 months ago, Malaysia went through a dramatic political transformation in the sense that we had our first change in democratic government for 62 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some experience in thinking about something which is almost impossible, and yet it happens. So I'm very encouraged by the exercise in democracy that we witnessed yesterday. And I would just have one comment to make. There will be those who will say that yesterday was a culmination of a whole series of events, a culmination of campaigns, a culmination of some of the dramatic events that have been occurring in Hong Kong over the last few months. I see it as the beginning, not the end. I see it as an expression of a willingness to embrace democracy in its fullest possible terms. And I would encourage the relevant authorities looking at the situation in Hong Kong to acknowledge the thirst for democracy of the people of Hong Kong and to give it its full and free expression and development so that the people of Hong Kong can enjoy the fullest form of participative and inclusive democracy that is possible for them, which is what they want. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Thomas. I'm from the Social Liberal Party of Denmark. It has been a great honor to be on the board, and I would like first to say thank you to the people of Hong Kong. Everywhere we have been met by people who met us with open arms and was very happy for being here. And it's been a great pleasure to talk to voters, to people who are running for us, and also the people who are the elected officials. There's one thing I'm taking out of this trip especially, that we don't have people for the sake of our leaders. We have leaders for the sake of our people. And it's the leader's job to help the people. It's not the opposite way. And I think what we have seen in Hong Kong is not people who are, it's not leaders who are helping their people. For example, yesterday we met Chiu, a guy just a bit older than me. I think we had a lot in common, fighting for freedom. The big difference between him and me is he was assaulted because of this fight. I've never been. And I think that the leadership in Hong Kong should now stand up and try actually to protect the people, because leaderships are only elected and are only in place to help the people get better lives. It's not the different way around.
I'm Mike Palace from the United States with Americans for Tax Reform. I just want to follow up on what my Swedish colleague said over here. And I do think it's important to note that while the police were very polite to us, while we were standing outside the university, they did very politely also explain that the students trapped inside were conditioned for them to receive medical treatment, was conditioned upon them surrendering, coming out, and also being arrested. I was fortunate to come here, to be invited. It was an honor to just be able to walk the streets of the people of Hong Kong and really see the hopefulness that is driving this movement. Upon coming here, we saw the United States Congress pass the Hong Kong bill with near unanimous support. Yesterday, I think it was passed around to the New York Times, led with the front page story of Hong Kong. The president has made clear that he will stand with the people of Hong Kong. I think I just want to address the fact that if you return home, it is clear that the people of the United States very strongly support the Hong Kongers. Thank you for letting me be here.
Very good.
Thank you very much for all the delegates and for everyone for joining with us. I'm afraid this is the end of the press conference, but thank you very much for joining us. And thank you once again for the delegates who are joining us in Hong Kong and witnessing what is happening in our city. Thank you.
Excuse me, if we would have a award presentation ceremony for Joshua Wong as well. That was kindly bring about this award to Hong Kong at
3:30.
3:30
Strategy room 4.
Strategy room 4 this hotel. So everybody's invited to witness the award presentation ceremony. And now to another Kenny presents. 我哋多謝我哋多有層就帶咗黃之鋒個獎嚟香港。咁陣間我哋嘅3點會喺呢間酒店 Strategy 4嗰間房嗰度會有一個頒獎儀式俾黃之鋒嘅。咁歡迎大家出席。
Very good.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sorry.
I write freelance.
In Beijing?
No, here.
Oh, in Hong Kong?
We used to have a print edition in Hong Kong, and I ran it long ago.
Nice meeting with Claudia.
Thank you. Is there something
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I just won in a few days ago.
Yeah.
I became a member of parliament only a month ago, so they have not printed me any business card yet.
Where do I reach?
If you don't mind, I just write it down.
I'm emailing to my member if I could. I actually am based in New York, but I've been over here. This is my 4th trip since June. I love the city. You make great sense. I would only be in touch if I would have comments.
Thank you. This is my personal cell phone, so a bit of discretion would be appreciated.
It goes nowhere beyond me, and we'll only be in touch if something. And you have my card.
Claudia.
And the unlikely that we're trying to press here.
欢迎您收看11月25号的早安新唐人，我是唐杰安，现在带您关心今天的天气情况。又是一个星期的开始了。昨天许多网友分享大台北的天空像是棉花糖的高积云景象照片。气象局副局长郑明典解释，其实这是要变天的前兆。今天北台湾转雨湿凉变天，将持续5天的时间，中南部大都多云到晴。到了28、29号，会有另一股更强的冷空气南下，中部以北下探15度，其他地方也只有约17度。提醒您留意天气变化。带一起来看到国际媒体重要讯息。首先来看到美国《纽约时报》报道，香港区议会选举泛民主票取得惊喜胜利。继续是英国广播公司 BBC 的报道，香港区议会选举泛民主派大胜。接着看到《大纪元时报》纽约大都会版报道，美中贸易战川习同日发话，想达成协议，并暗示美中交锋将持续。继续看到《大纪元时报》台湾版报道，中共间谍曝光中共渗透台湾，专家指出只是冰山。来看到日本经济新闻报道，安倍内阁支持率减至50%，较10月下滑7%。来看到韩国朝鲜日报报道，韩国总统文在寅会见汶莱苏丹哈山纳。早安新唐人先来关心香港第6届区议会选举24号登场，因为反送中抗争，这次的选举格外受到国际瞩目。历时15个小时，总计有294万人投票，投票率高达71.2%，是香港选举史上新高。截至凌晨5点，泛民主派已经取得了285席，建制派仅取得了32席，包括何君尧等多位建制派人士都失败。被怀疑与元朗黑帮恐袭案有关的建制派议员何君尧，在屯门乐翠选区不敌民主派卢俊宇败选。何君尧承认落败，指自己只得了2613票，比卢俊宇少了将近1200票。当票站主任宣布结果后，在场的市民欢呼高喊开香槟。另外，在反送中运动中遭袭血握的民政召集人岑子杰，以3283票击败对手。他对媒体说，特首林郑月娥应把握机会，顺应民意，落实5大诉求。另外，在黄之锋被取消资格的海怡溪选区，黄之锋支持的林浩波也同样胜出。不过，知名的前泛民议员梁国雄这次以300多票差距落败，他为选举失利道歉，但同时说香港人已经赢了。这次投票率1%，创有史新高。2015年香港区议会选举投票率只有7%。好，香港投票创有史以来新高，然而各地纷纷传出疑似影响选举的买票、作票的情势，包括发放模拟选票设计的掌心雷，引导年长者投票；巴士在大批操中国大陆口音的人士投票，以及选民身份疑似遭冒用而被投票等等。今年的区议会选举有很多素人登场，当中有一名4个月前辞职的警队的前警花，转战区议会选举，备受瞩目。他接受了本台专访时强调，在良知和工作之间，他选择了良知。他并希望成立独立调查委员会，让警员的情绪可以受控。
36岁的女警邱问山，4月前还是警队的一员，如今却站在铜锣湾中央图书馆票站旁的街道上，为自己的参选做最后的拉票。对于为何选择离職，他坦言因對警報不滿，也不想被市民罵為黑警。
其實6月9號同埋6月16號我都係着住軍裝，咁就喺票站隔離嘅中央圖書館嘅一個地方就係執勤啦。6月16號就好大嘅感觸嘅，佢哋真係喺維園一路行出嚟，就係拎住個紙牌，對住每一個軍裝警察喺度講黑警黑警。咁其實係好心酸嘅。然後就亦都見到好多警察濫捕嘅事件，警察暴力嘅事件。
在良知和工作之間，他選擇了前者。
我揀咗良知啦，好明顯我親身咁樣表現翻就，即係希望今次個投票結果係俾政府知道，係好多人係好痛心。
1997年，香港主權移交，如日中天般絢爛的背後，東方之珠風采驟失， 赤化的屋檐下，一波波香港人不畏强权的抗争。新唐人大纪元突破中共集权封锁，和香港人站在同一阵线，飘摇风雨迎面，从未放弃理想。荆棘危险当前，从未害怕受伤，为真相护航，为沉默发声。新唐人电视台和大纪元时报始终坚守第一线，聆听港人的声音，将真相传递至世界各个角落。理想一起去追，为自由而集结。新唐人大纪元与您紧相随。
幾經多風雨，繁榮香港，怎似夜未眠？明天會否曙光心中現？誰用雨傘撐起半邊天？邪魔的喧囂，夜與天。不畏懼，為了家這樂園，求天可指引路那邊，誰放棄？我絕不退避，全憑你撐起這手臂，去捍衛自由地。再經幾多打擊，心不會死。如若我張開這雙臂，是否會感動你？就算這刻跌低，心中滿希冀。迷霧裏睜開這雙眼，哪怕再度流淚。眼中閃爍的光，一道壯舉。如若我此刻擁緊你，仍可以守護你，何用再要懼怕孤身去面對？這勇敢的故事，就在今天。徐徐地望向這段路，難免傾塌。人如那浪潮，從未可顧慮，邁向終點。迷惘只因缺乏嗎？神已指引路歸家。全憑你撐起這手臂，去捍衛自由地。再經幾多打擊，心不會死。如若我張開這雙臂，是否會感動你？就算這刻跌低，心中滿希冀。
反送中！反送中！林鄭下台！
迷霧裏睜開這雙眼，哪怕再度流淚，眼中閃爍的光，一道壯舉。如若我此刻擁緊你，仍可以守護你，何用再要懼怕孤身去面對？齊聚這獅子山嘅不退後沒餘地，拾起信心看守，終有新傳奇。來共我拋開心中鬱結，同攜手勇闖下去。明日你我
大纪元时报遍布全球，不受财团、政党影响，真实敢言。不管是想了解国际局势、两岸议题，或者想要寓教于乐、丰富人生，您需要的都在大纪元时报。订报专线0800566688。